Making sure this is doing what I think it's doing. I don't know if it's doing what I think it's doing. Oh my goodness gracious sakes alive. Where are ya? Where are ya? Usually just go right live, but sometimes the software, oh, there we are. Cool. And we are live. Hey, Mr. Runaway, don't run so fast. What are you running from? Do you think you'll never get a chance? Oh, to get lucky in love. I've seen you beat the odds at tougher things than this. Fast cars, motorcycles, falling bricks are much more hit and miss. And a lot more dangerous. To take a gamble, it's time to take a risk. You who play at sleight of hand, come try your hand at this. Place your bet on Cupid's wheel. This time you'll be up on your luck. One heart's a gamble, and two can be a pair of loaded dice. But you'll never shoot the moon unless you give Lady Luck a try. Oh, come on, you turn, you're up. I don't know who she was and I don't know what she's done. But how long you gonna let one bad hand stack the cards against finding love? Oh, love with someone new. Take a gamble, it's time to take a risk. You who play at sleight of hand, come try your hand at this. Place your bet on Cupid's wheel. This time you'll be up on your luck. Up on your luck, chase through the clover. Fresh with morning dew, up on your luck, kiss under ladders. Black cat too, up on your luck. Take my hand, step on all those cracks. Throw some salt right over my shoulder. Didn't mean what I say, and what I'm about to say must be heard. Oh, so listen up. It's you, you're the only one who'll do. So put me in your hip, let's make a deal to make one game to play by two. Oh, I'm feeling lucky on you. Take a gamble, it's time to take a risk. You who play at sleight of hand, come try your hand at this. Place your bet on Cupid's wheel. This time you'll be up on your luck. Up on your luck, babe. Up on your luck. Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. And welcome back to Brunch with Deb. We had 2 weeks off because I had some health stuff kicking up some chronic things, and I also had an allergic reaction to some medication I was given. But we're back, and I'm almost 100%. At least I'm feeling almost 100% emotionally. Voice is a little scratchy. Well, during my downtime, though, I changed strings on 3 out of 4 of my guitars. That, never happens. I hate changing guitar strings. But you'll notice these strings are just put on yesterday. They're a little crisp, but we got to play them and get them all greasy so they get that perfect sound. I want to say Guten Morgen, Agnes und Axel von Obermeichelbach in Deutschland. Hello, hello, and hello, Kathy Messman. Happy birthday, Kathy Messman. I saw that pop up on Facebook. And Kathy Meyerson, hello from out there in Spokane. Unless you've snuck over here to go to Northwest Folklife, and I don't know about it. Northwest Folklife is our big free Memorial Day weekend. Here in the States, it's a 3-day weekend, or bank holiday, as they often say in Europe. And so there's a big festival. It hasn't happened in person for 2 years. It's happening. I'm going to go down, sneak down there this afternoon and watch a friend. Anyway, Up on Your Luck. I wrote that for a cute red-headed boy I was once in love with, but, well, that didn't really work. I guess I scared him off. Or else he would prefer to be down on his luck and not date the fabulous me. But that was 30 years ago. Here's a song about things that go bump in the night. There's a calico shadow that follows me. Wherever I go, there it will be. On silent feet, with a doleful stare, a calico shadow follows me everywhere. There's a calico shadow that's set to pounce on anything that moves around, whether it be friend or enemy. That calico shadow, she's protecting me. What does she think? What does she see when those green eyes stare at me? I'm not alone, there is no doubt. A calico shadow follows me about. Calico shadow once had me duped. Took a little ride down the laundry chute, but in an instant flashed back upstairs. That calico shadow gets in everywhere. What does she think? What does she see when those green eyes stare at me? I'm not alone, there is no doubt. A calico shadow follows me about. What does she think? What does she see when those green eyes stare at me? I'm not alone, there is no doubt. A calico shadow follows me about. What does she think? What does she see when those green eyes stare at me? I'm not alone, there is no doubt. A calico shadow follows me about. My calico shadow is fast asleep, tucked in a ball down at my feet. But I don't dare breathe or start to stir, or that shadow just might wake and what does she think? What does she see when those green eyes stare at me? I'm not alone. calico shadow follows me about. A calico shadow follows me about. A calico shadow, she's the cat's meow. And there she goes. Calico Shadow was written for my little orange, black, and white cat. I call them calicos in the United States. Her name was Sweet Pea. And she was so obvious. She was so bright, like the white cat with all the bright orange and black patches. She'd sneak around, but you could so see her. It's like, you're lucky you're an indoor cat, Sweet Pea, because your camouflage would not serve you very well out in the wild. Hope everyone's doing okay today. Happy spring. It's raining here in Seattle. Of course, it's folk life. It's raining. Oh, gosh. So one thing I've been doing, and oh dear, this is in the same key. Oh, well. One thing I've been doing is going through all my old song notebooks, because I've written hundreds and hundreds of songs over the year, and sometimes I just shove them. There's a lot that I will never play because they're just garbage. But this one is another new one. I did one a couple weeks ago that was, I dug up and go, why did I not like this song? It's kind of pretty. It's kind of bittersweet. So, this is called Mirage, not to be mixed up with this Fleetwood Mac song for Mirage. I wrote mine first. We became lovers, or so that it seemed. You answered the calling of my every dream, till came that morning I woke up to see I'd been alone. You'd given your heart, you'd given your mind, shared all your secrets, each one in its time. But then came that moment when I came to find you'd held back your soul. A mirage, is that all you'll be? A vision in sand at my feet, a picture of a loving that's not meant for me, leaving me here on my own. Keep thinking if only I'd loved you enough, like the velveteen rabbit, you'd have been real. But old children's stories aren't working, it seems I'll just have to go on alone. Love is a picture of which we all dream, of finding that someone, becoming a team, the perfect companion, the one who won't leave, like leaves on a stream. I see you before me, your face all aglow, but the closer I get, the farther you go. Will my heart ever feel what my mind's come to know? It's been all make-believe. A mirage, is that all you'll be? A vision in sand at my feet, a picture of a loving that's not meant for me, leaving me here on my own. Keep thinking if only I'd loved you enough, like the velveteen rabbit, you'd have been real. But old children's stories aren't working, it seems I'll just have to go on alone. A mirage, is that all you'll be? A vision, sand at my feet, a picture of a loving that's not meant for me, leaving me here on my own. Keep thinking if only I'd loved you enough, like the velveteen rabbit, you'd have been real. But old children's stories aren't working, it seems I'll just have to go on alone. Go on alone. Go on alone. It's written way back in 1991. Good heavens. I think I was probably hardly... Oh, Heidi, you're watching. She just popped in on email here. Hey, Heidi, thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much. Heidi from the UK. We've got United Kingdom in the house. I'm really excited. I'm going on tour. On Wednesday, I get on a big airplane and I will fly to Boston. Hopefully the plane won't be canceled. But if it does, I'll figure out a way to get there anyway. Anyway, I've got Boston. I'm going to be gone for a month. I've got gigs in Lawrence, Massachusetts. I've got gigs in Reading, Massachusetts. Then I pop on down to Philadelphia, where I've got Philadelphia area, not Philly proper. I've got gigs in Telford, Pennsylvania, Springfield, Pennsylvania, and Havertown, Pennsylvania. I'm trying to memorize all these places. I'll know them much better when I'm there. But it's been my dream, my entire adult folk singing life, to do an East Coast tour. And because of live streaming and because of folks like you, it's happening. Because of folks I've met on open mics, Delco Quarantine and New Jersey Open Mic, and all those great ones that we know and love. Little song about growing older gracefully, I think. I'm sitting in the bathroom as calm can be, stirring funny powders into my herbal tea. This night will be a long one, at least it will for me, for I'm prepping and preparing for that word that starts with C. Oh, colonoscopy, colonoscopy, a modern rite of passage that's climbing up to pass. So colonoscopy, colonoscopy, all that I can say is it's a pain in the lay me on a table and put me in a gown, feed me funny drugs to divest me of my frown. When the doc comes in, she will smile and say to me, bottoms up, my dear, this first round is on me. Oh, colonoscopy, colonoscopy, modern rite of passage that's finally come to pass. So colonoscopy, colonoscopy, all that I can say is it's a pain in the Oh Lord, hear my prayer. Make my insides perfect, my insides clear. No polyps to be seen, no misdividing cells to fear. Oh Lord, if you get me through this upside down exam, I promise I will never again eat red meat, drink, smoke, or swear, or eat sugar, or chew gum. I'll adopt stray puppies and kittens, and even give up chocolate. Oh, come on, you guys aren't going to really let me give up chocolate, will you? Chocolatin? Oh, colonoscopy, colonoscopy, a modern rite of passage that's finally come to pass. So, colonoscopy, colonoscopy, all that I can say is it's a whoa. Colonoscopy, colonoscopy, a modern rite of passage that's finally come to pass. So, colonoscopy, colonoscopy, all that I can say is it's a big, big, oh. Colonoscopy. Oh Lord, I haven't really been singing that one much lately, but now it's back. We've got to welcome, I'm simulcasting today to YouTube. I want to shout out to the YouTube folks. We've got Love You YouTube videos watching. We've also got Maddie from, except I think your real name is Tom, if I'm remembering that correctly. It's Maddie110, who is requesting Blame It on the Dog, which is kind of in the same key and on the same subject, but since it's being requested, why not? For you. And then I said, Maddie Liz, we got the UK again in the house. Ha ha ha, the Ouch Bunch is here too. Hey Ouch Clan. They're from right over here near me in Seattle. For your grandmom. What would we do without dogs? Man's canine companion, his best friend. They love you, all love you. And when your world goes wrong, they'll never ever leave you, not day nor all night long. Now, Poochie's off for petting and to keep your feet warm at night, to bark at bungling burglars, wake you up at morning's light. But there's one more thing that we forget that faithful Fidos do. They'll bear the brunt of any stunt, even those they did not do. Blame it on the dog, blame it on the dog, though you're the one that was the culprit all along. He will answer to his name and won't contest your claim. Go ahead, blame it on the dog. Your papers do, you know, the one you meant to write, but you had better things to do, like party half the night. So when it's time to turn it in, you simply smile and say, I'm sorry, teacher, but it's out of reach. My dog ate my thumb drives yesterday. It does and can happen. And you've been up all night and taking flight in deep debauchery. Those loving oohs and ahs that kept you up till way past 3. Stumble into work 3 hours late, but yet I'm sorry I'm late, boss, but my dog got really sick. I was all night with the vet. Oh, what a vet. Blame it on the dog, blame it on the dog, but you're the one that was the culprit all along. He will answer to his name and won't contest your claim. Go ahead, blame it on the dog. You had to eat that plate of beans and wash it down with beer. Ate with no restraint and no regard for who was near. And when at last it comes to pass in one great greasy fog, well, it's true, you know what to do. Everybody sing with me, you. Gotcha. Blame it on the dog, blame it on the dog, so you're the one that was the culprit all along. He will answer to his name and won't contest your claim. Go ahead, blame it on the dog. Everybody once again, blame it on the dog, blame it on the dog, but you're the one that was the culprit all along. He will answer to his name and won't contest your claim. Go ahead, blame it on the dog. That's right. Blame all the problems on the dog. Don't try to solve them. Blame all your problems on the... From Maddie and Maddie's grandmom over in the UK. Blame it on the dog. Hello, cousin Sarah. Got New Mexico in the house, and we've got rock and roll. Got Jack Plum here from Chicago, Illinois area. And thank you so much, everybody. So good to see you. I hated having to take the last 2 weeks off, but oh well, I'm not 18 anymore. My body sometimes doesn't cooperate with me. Should write a song about that. Okay, so tip jars are open if anyone feels so inclined, if I'm lifting your spirits or making your life happy. Not necessary, but if you care to throw something in, that always helps, and it's much appreciated. The links are in the description, and links are also right there. What else? And thank you for those who have already tipped. Some of you have been coming in and tipping here. I appreciate it very, very much. Oh, I'm glad everyone loved it. That's for Maddie on YouTube. I know the Facebook folks, you can't see the YouTube comments coming in. So, anyway. Now that I've said about making everyone happy, I do have some business announcements to post in the brunch group. There will be no brunch again next Sunday because I will be in New Hampshire jamming with some good friends. Actually, I haven't met them in person yet, but they've become good online Facebook friends, the Fret Benders, and we've been dying to get together, and I'm finally going to be there, so I'm going to be hanging out with them. But the rest of the month, I will be streaming just from my phone from wherever I am on the road. So check the schedule. It's posted. I also have July's schedule up. I'll be missing one brunch in July as well because I've got a gig way out of Seattle, and I won't get back in time to do the thing the next day. So that's going on there. But life is happening. Gigs are opening up. But I still love live streaming because I can just be right here and not leave home. So I like both. They're different. It's like liking vanilla and chocolate ice cream. I'm going to end with a cover. It's one I've always wanted to learn. And wait, I don't look at that one. Kind of a similar subject to Mirage, but Leon Russell was an artist. I first stumbled upon Leon Russell when I was 12. He'd already been around and written all this stuff, but my aunt and uncle had the copy of the album Carney, and I picked it up and just fell in love with this song and was never able to play it, though, until now. Get my earbud back in here. Oh, escaping earbuds. Oh, well, it's backwards. No wonder it's not sticking. Oh, that's better. Oh, I can hear now. Here we go. Are we really happy in this lonely game we play? Looking for the right words to say, searching but not finding understanding anyway. We're lost in this masquerade, both afraid to say we're just too far away from being close together from the start. We tried to talk it over, but the words got in the way. We're lost inside this lonely game we play. Thoughts of leaving disappear every time I see your eyes. And no matter how hard I try understand the reasons that we carry on this way, we're lost in a masquerade, both afraid to say we're just too far away from being close together from the start. We tried to talk it over, but the words got in the way. We're lost inside this lonely game we play. Lost in this masquerade. Ooh, do 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 do. Throwing a little George Benson version there. Do do da 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 ba ba da 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 da. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, I'm sorry I had to miss the last 2 weeks, and I'll miss you guys next week. But in 2 weeks, I'll be back. But I'll be streaming from, where will I be? I'll be in Philadelphia. Streaming from a little Airbnb in Spring Gardens, cute little brick neighborhood. I'm really excited. Also, there will be a couple of shows that are live streamed that you can tune into that aren't Brunch. But again, check the Brunch with Deb group for all the latest, the greatest, the insanest. Ron, I'm coming to see you, dude, down at Folk Life. Hey, Richard. Thank you so much. We will see you 2 weeks from today, streaming from Philadelphia. Ciao. Take care of yourself, and remember to tell people you love in your life. You love them sooner rather than later, because you don't know what tomorrow will gig. What tomorrow's gig? I'm tongue-tied today. Tomorrow will bring. Anyway. Oh, Sarah. Hello. Sarah Williams. Oh my God, I can't make it. And I'm playing X-Fest. If you see the comments going by, one of my other gigs is in Telford, Pennsylvania at the X-Fest put on by the Extreme Folk Society, not your grandfather's folk festival, meaning I get to sing my craziest, weirdest songs without restraint, as far as I understand. Bitte, Axel und Agnes, I hope you have a guten Tag or a guten Abend. Guten Abend, heute Abend, this evening, and take care, everybody. See you soon, Ron. Thanks, Cousin Sarah. Thanks, everybody. Maddie and Ron and Richard and the Riouches and Jack and the other Kathy and Axel. And who'd I miss? I hope I didn't miss anybody. Okay, bye.